How are you guys doing? I wanted to jump on and do a quick video. We've been homeschooling for about 6 years now, and I always hear people talk about this whole morning basket thing. I was like, oh, that's just an extra thing to do. Well, I really didn't realize that a lot of what we do kind of is morning baskets when I was school, and so I wanted to kind of put together our own morning basket for each month. So I wanted to kind of come on real quick to share with you guys our February morning basket and what all is in it. So again, we are just now incorporating it. We've always done we have a book basket where I toss in a bunch of, well, okay, let me go back. So our spine curriculum that we use is My Father's World. And so we have a book basket, and in that book basket we put a lot of books that relate to what we're learning in science and in history. But I've never put together a book basket. So I don't have a fancy basket or anything like that just yet. But I have pulled out everything that we will be doing in our morning time, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So first thing first, I have my cup of coffee here because I have to start my day off with coffee. So let's get started. So I have this. This is our morning basket for the month of February. So I have this word teaser. It's conversation starts for the whole family. We do this a lot at dinner time and or on car rides, things like that. This is a fun thing. You pull it out. You draw a card from the box and you read the question. There are certain words in there that they may or may not know the definition to, so you're able to check the definitions, and then everyone will answer that question. And our kids really enjoy doing this, and so this is something that I'm adding to our morning basket for February. Okay, so I have this Think Fun math dice game. The whole family enjoys playing this game because everyone is just competitive. So let me grab the directions out real quick. Okay, so basically what you do is you have the two big dice. You're going to roll those two dice, and the two numbers that you get, so for instance, if your numbers is 2 and 12, you'll multiply those numbers together, and the answer to that will be your target number. Then each team will get to roll the 3 blue dice, and whatever 3 numbers they get, they'll try to come up with an equation to equal the target number or come close to it. So whoever hits it, of course, they get the point or comes closer to it. Multiplication flashcards, we going to be going over our multiplication drills, and we just kind of flip through it and go over it real quick. Now, we don't do all of these things every single day, and we won't be doing all of these things every single day, but these are just things that will be in the morning basket that we can pull from and that we can do. I have this Keepers at Home book. This is focused just on for my girls. It's a handbook for young ladies, so they have all different type of skills in here, home decorating, things that are really not taught to young ladies anymore that were back then. These are things that I want my girls to be able to incorporate into their everyday life. It may not be something that they're going to do daily, or that they even enjoy doing, but they will know how to do them. It has like embroidering in here. There's so much in here just about being a good homemaker. And so we'll go through this together. Story of the World. So we're almost through with this. We've been working on this one for a while now, but we just pick it up, read it here or there. This is volume 1, Ancient Times. February typically is the month where people celebrate Black History. We don't go about the whole traditional Black History Month. However, one of the things, since we've been homeschooling, I have neglected, just because I haven't been able to find that healthy balance. And I don't want my kids to be angry because of slavery, and I don't want my kids to feel like everybody hates Black people, or everybody's out to get Black people, or Black people have a negative mark on their back because they're Black. That's not something I want to instill in my kids, because I believe that God created all of us and He loves us all just the same. I don't believe there's no chosen race that He's going to let into the kingdom, anything like that. And so with all that being said, that was something that I wanted to kind of pray about before just kind of going into Black history. I have this book that we're going to be going through, and I'll select certain ones. We'll talk about it, and then just like with any other history, we will point out the stuff that's real, stuff that's not real. And I always tell my kids, history is one of those things you have to take with a grain of salt, because there's so many lies that are put into history as well. And so this is one that we'll be going through and again discussing. I like this book because we have another book like this. I'm not sure where it is at the moment, but it's just about Christian heroes and faith, and I like the setup of it. And so you'll have a person that they're going to talk about, and then you'll read about them, a little short introduction to who they are. And then each day after that, you'll have a character trait or something to talk about. So surrender, you'll read about that. It talks about it from God's word. Let's talk about it. Submission talks about being submissive. Read about it. You have your little quotes. And then it goes on to the next person. So there'll be a few people in here that we discuss so that my kids can learn about. So we'll go through this. And then we also have Black Stars, African American inventors. So you go through here. I'm sorry. Part 2, the Civil War years and Reconstruction. So it talks about different people. Again, we will go through this. We would do further research on who the people are and what they did. And then we have my big book of 5-minute devotions. Me and my youngest son, we went through this when he did My Father's World first grade, but we really enjoy spending time together, kind of sitting down reading this. So this would be something that will be added to our Bible time in the mornings, and I will be doing it with all the kids. It's for younger kids, but still I really loved it and I miss it, and so we're going to pick it up and do it together as a family. We have the different animals and things like that it'll talk about. So like gorilla families, it talks about them. One of the stories in here, it talked about the ant. And then it just talked about how strong and disciplined the ant was, even though they're so small, but they were so powerful. And so that was a good one that we enjoyed too. We are learning about Latin root words this year in My Father's World. We did Greek last year. We're learning about Latin root words this year, and this is assigned in our My Father's World curriculum. However, I've added it to our morning basket so that this could be one of the things that we do in the morning. We'll go over the root word here, and then we'll talk about what that word means, and it gives words that were derived from that word in their meaning. And then it also has like some teaching notes down there at the bottom that you can use to go in. And so the way we use this is my kids will write it out on Monday. Now this is something that we will do daily, because on Monday they will write the actual word, the definitions, the words that derive from it. Tuesday we'll do sentences, and then Wednesday we'll do another word, and then Thursday we'll do sentences, and we won't do this on a Friday. And then at the end of the week, we kind of just go over the 2 words that we learned, and then we'll add in previous words that we've learned as well. We have the Aesop Fables for children. This is something that I'm pretty sure we are only going to do on Fridays during our poetry tea time. This is also something that's included in there. I have the Expo markers, highlighters, pencils if they need it, and that is for their dry erase sheets, focusing heavily on our multiplication facts. We have our multiplication grid, and this is copy work. So I put these in the little sheet protectors. That way they can copy and write this, and then we could just erase it. I'm not making a lot of copies. These sheets came from my son's math curriculum, Math Lessons for a Living Education. This was actually in his last year's workbook that he got, and I just kept these so that they can use them. Then we have our map. So basically what we'll do is they'll have this each day. They'll write in the states that they know or that they remember and where they're located, and then we will compare it to the actual map itself. So there's one for each kid in here, and this is in a sheet protector. These are things that they can do while I'm reading one of our read alouds to them that will also be in our morning basket. I have these dot to dot pages for them to do. Again, this is just something that they can do while I am reading to keep them busy. Our read alouds for this that we're going to be reading right now is The Secret of the Hidden Scrolls. We're reading book 3, The Great Escape. We've actually just finished this book. And then also book 4, Journey to Jericho. These books are so good. I recently received these a couple of months ago free in exchange for our honest review. So you guys will see our review on these books coming soon on the blog. Be sure to check that out. They are really, really good. It's Bible-based stories with fictional characters that kind of go back in time to the Bible days. It's good. I don't want to give you too much information because you'll catch the full review on my blog. And then I've also added, if you guys follow me on Instagram and on my Facebook page, you saw that my husband and my boys recently did a STEM project together where my boys had to create a Lego superhero. So because we're in February, the month of love, we're going to work on this one also at some point. And this came from Tied to Teaching. We also received these in exchange for an honest review. So you'll be seeing these a review of the whole STEM kit. It came with a year's worth of STEM projects. So you will see this on the blog soon as well. So this month, it doesn't take a whole month, but at some point this month, we're going to work on this one, Design a Love Bug. And so you'll see it on there. So the challenge is to design a cute little love bug for the month of February. Make sure your bug is cute, unique, and super interesting. That is super cute. So I'll be sharing that too. And that is it, guys. That's all I have for our morning basket at this time. Of course, every month I will switch it up, adding to it and taking from it. What do you guys have in your morning basket, and how do you incorporate it into your homeschool day? Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comment sections, or if there's anything that I said that you may want further information on, just let me know. I would love to share those things with you. I hope you guys have an awesome, fantastic day. I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more homeschool inspiration. Love you guys.